Hello, and welcome back. I decided I was tired of fighting with traffic on camera. You guys don't need to see me get frustrated over and over and over and make no progress. So I did a little bit of work off camera. It actually didn't take me anywhere near as long as I was hoping, or was expecting I should say. So, unfortunately I had to lose a lot of the downtown that I really liked. So here's what it looks like now. It's not drastically different. I basically rebuilt these blocks and severely reduced the density of buildings. I think that was the ultimate problem. I tried a lot of different things with different road configurations, like different numbers of lanes, turn lanes, fancy timed traffic lights, everything. I wasn't getting anywhere. In the end, I think it just came down to we had too many businesses in too close proximity, and there's just too much traffic for them. So, unfortunately, I had to kill our mall, but I rebuilt it into an interesting little block with some parking in the middle. Needs a little more detailing, but it's not too bad. Got rid of that really cool underground parking we had built, or fake underground parking. Now we got a bunch of abandonment. That's an education problem. So I could reset them, but they're just going to abandon again because we don't have the educated workers for them. So I'm not too big of a rush to do that. I kept the Mac Theater because I like that. And if you hit Street View of Charlottetown in real on Google, you'll see the Mac Theater right across from Province House. And you'll see a hotel right there too. But anyway, like I said, I borrow some inspiration from Charlottetown, but it's not a recreation. So we got a little more parking, and I put a few businesses inside this little block as well. And I've run it for a while. Traffic doesn't seem to be going anything beyond this. I also thinned out some of the housing along here. Put a little park. Should probably add some trees to it. Yeah, let's do that first. Let's make this place look good. Get the prop line tool going. That is a really useful mod, isn't it? I started doing some backyards as well on some of these places, but it gets a little tricky with the fences. I may have to switch to a prop-based fence instead of a network base, just because it was getting really tricky to line them up with the units. So I just haven't gotten back to that. But in the meantime, let's finish adding a few more trees to this park, and then we'll call it done. And decide what we're going to do. We got a pretty even demands across the board for everything. I think I might do something, maybe we'll start up a new industry. Get a mine going, I think it's the next one in line. You know what, I think I'm going to put a playground in here too. I think that would be a nice touch. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. Just some swings and a slide. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so that's functioning, which I'll take. Our furniture factory's humming along. You can see we got lots of money, lots of income now. Probably get rid of all these windmills too, but we'll leave them until I build a proper power plant. Good for power, good for water, good-ish for garbage. this will automatically empty into the recycling centers, so I'm not too worried about it. We got a couple of those on each side of the city. Now, if I want to start another industry, I think next in line is ore. Do I want to do that, or do I want to up these to 5-star? You know what, let's see if we can get these upgraded first. Let's do that. Besides, I want to expand this farm. I want to... It's a little too patchy right now. Yeah, this just needs more workers. Alright. And that'll happen automatically when... As our population increases, there'll just be more people working on the farm. So I'm just going to build a couple of roads around here and start plopping in some fields. What kind of field do we get there? Corn? Alright, corn will work. Switch this one to corn. And every one of those we plop after will be corn. The nice thing about corn is it's not directional. So if I want to combine an odd-shaped field, I can just come at it from a couple of different directions at once. And even use anarchy and have them overlap, and it'll still look okay. The wheat fields, we did the same thing because they're not directional as well. But the potato fields, you can see the rows, so you kind of have to stick along with their own, with the directionality. But for these, I can do something like this, and then move it and straighten that out. So that looks pretty good. I might leave that little misshape. Actually, no. I know what I'm going to do. Move that just like that. Now you can kind of see the gaps here, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that'll work. Get some water in here. So I basically want to fill all this in. Maybe we'll make it all one giant cornfield. Put another big one here. Now, here's where it gets a little trickier. Actually, we can still use this road to base them off. I was thinking I was going to have to use anarchy to drag a road underneath the fields. But doesn't look like I had to do it this time. Let's move these all together. I am going to have to drag a road in under this, but part of me thinks I should probably just put a road through the middle of it anyway. I think that looks somewhat plausible. Yeah, we'll go with that. I like that. Now to get these curves is where it's going to get a little dicier. So this is going to look really bad for a bit. Alright, now let's clean this up. Alright, these ones are there, okay. Let's turn this one. That there, and this is never going to be perfect. I'm very aware of that, but I just want to get it good enough. And we'll come along and put a fence along here too. Just to decorate it a bit. See, the city's getting to a point now where I can take the time to concentrate on making things look pretty as opposed to just functional. And that's what my goal is at this point, is to really take my time and focus on making certain things look nice. Now with overlapping so many farms there, you can kind of see it, but it's not too bad. Overlapping so many farms like that is going to really drive up the number of jobs that are being used. I think realistic population mod, or I have another one for industry that will balance it out a little bit, so these farms don't actually have a ton of jobs. See, it's only 3 on each of them. So it's not skewing things, but it lets me build these nice big farm areas, because that looks a little more realistic than just a tiny little plot. So I'd like to fill in this one too. But I think I'll put a few more roads breaking this up. Maybe we'll stretch this out to here. Like that. Yeah. And we'll stretch out this wheat field. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch it to wheat. And this is completely visual. The crop type doesn't affect anything. Get our anarchy back on. That's not too bad even without adjusting anything, isn't it? So we do that. Might put some bushes or something in to try and clean up some of those jaggies. That might look pretty good, rather than just doing a boring old fence. Yeah, let's do that. Connect that pipe up. So we got that one. Now let's get this one filled in. Then we can get rid of it. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. I want to relocate this to somewhere that makes a little more sense. That's fine, and then might make this wooded. I think so. Yeah, I like that. Make this a little smaller, just fill in around here. That's a nice touch. I think this area is going to be residential and commercial. We'll build up. Level 4. I wonder if we got something that would fit into this space. I like our dairy farm, but got a little gap there. Yeah, that's not bad. That fits right in there. And let's just squeeze it so the fences blend. There. Nice. What building is that anyway? Maintenance building. Okay, that's fine. And we got this little gap that would be perfect for a little barn. Is that getting too busy? I think that's too busy. I think instead what I'll do is there. Little stand of trees, and I'm just gonna get rid of this tall one because I don't like it. So that looks good. Didn't take much of a dent into our industrial demand, did it? Alright, let's put a fence along this guy. And I think I'll just use the normal farm fence. No, that's nature reserve farm. And get rid of my snappings. And we'll just run from here. I think I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit when we're done. Now, on this side, I think I'm going to go with trees. You know, that doesn't look too bad. I thought we would have to touch it up a little bit, but no, I think we're good. Now along this, I want to put a couple of trees in. See, like around here, farmland, it's usually tree lines between fields. Let's see if we can get a anarchy enabled that'll actually let me do this, but I guess not. Find a tree line that's actually going to look good. We're a little close, don't really have the spacing to do it. Okay, that's not going to work, but it will work down this one. Just do that so I don't accidentally plop like groups of 3 or 4 of them every time I click. I'm going to come back in and add a little variety, but it's going to be mostly spruce along here. I think we'll do this. Might put something in here at some point just to fill it in, but I don't know, maybe. Let's put in just the odd little tree, different kind. This would have been like a tree line that was planted of all the same kind of trees, but just the other ones just plop in now and then, as trees like to do. Maybe a little grass just to fill it in. Hate the way I keep snapping onto the power line. No, I don't think I want to put grass in my power lines. Not today. Okay, that's there. Put some bushes. pretty good, I think. Well, not great, but it looks okay-ish. Let's close in our trailer park a little bit. We haven't done anything to make it look a little more complete yet. So let's give them, yeah, maybe a privacy fence. I'm not worrying too much about symmetry or anything like that. I just want to just close it in a little bit. Let's put some trees. Well, I want to build like fill in like some forest around the outside. Just like this was an area that just they hadn't claimed for farming yet, so just some trees growing. Where's this road go? Oh yeah, the dump. Make this a little bigger. Maybe not that big. Okay, that's good. As for inside, we'll plop a couple of specific trees. Actually, I want to put a playground in, but we'll put 1 or 2 trees here. Put a couple over on this side. That should be good. Put some swings in. Give them a slide. And let's get some seesaws. And this one I think I'll put gravel around the bottom, just because. Keep it a little jagged. There. I think that looks pretty good. It's starting to look a lot more natural than it used to. Now, I was planning on doing a lot of tree work in here, but looks like just enough of the houses we plopped have trees to give it a decent look. I'm okay with that number of trees in there. I was thinking I was going to clear them out, but we still have to detail this area too, but I don't want to do it at the moment. Okay, that farm is fine. Let's put this, and I want to build this into low density. Let's turn all my guides back on. So let's just make a curved road here. There. That'll work. Let's plop a few houses in here. Yeah, I should probably get rid of this power line. Hopefully I didn't just cut power to the city. No, we're good. Although I do have to fix the road over there. One of our farms can't reach. But we'll do that after. Let's finish this task. Oh, cool. I didn't realize these spawn plop different colors each time. That's good. Too big. Still a touch too big, but it works. And much like I did on some of the other neighborhoods, I'm just plopping at random here. I'm trying to fix the ones that don't work, and some we just gotta get rid of. That'll work. Just looking for some slightly smaller ones than the ones I've been plopping. Now let's get one that's too deep. I want to fill in next to the funeral home. That works. Okay, that works. Let's get some water in here. These guys are screaming for it. That should do. Now this guy. So close to a road. Maybe we'll do this. Actually, I got a better idea. So that's under the fields. Should be enough for that guy to connect. Oops. I'll just drag this over here so it's out of the way. Let's do it this way. That should work. Nope. Yeah, there. That's fine. We'll let that be its thing. I think about running a fence across there, but maybe I'll just leave it as a field. That's not a bad look. And should probably put a little bit of foliage here in the middle, just to kind of break up these holes. That's probably excessive, but it'll work. Now this area needs some detailing, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. Or am I? Okay, so if this could be like a bypass, we're gonna start having businesses out here. Might not be a bad spot to build a motel. Yeah, let's do that right in here. We can piggyback off this intersection. Use this one to get in. That. Go straight. Yeah, that'll work. Now let's put our hotel. There's Hampton Inn or Holiday Inn. Or Comfort Inn. Let's go with Comfort Inn. We're not big enough for the other one yet. Plop it there, and then we'll drag it over here. This... Well, I got that parking lot size just right, didn't I? Okay, they want some water. Let's start with that. You're supposed to fill the hotel swimming pool if you don't have any water, right? Now they're going to want some power. I wonder if I can... You know what? Let's just run a power line. I was going to see if I could bridge it with the hotel signs, but... Looks like the power's too far away. We got a line coming across here. That'll work. Do that. We'll just connect into it. Yep, that's good. So they're going to want a nice big sign out here by the highway. And this is where I was talking about bridging with the sign. I think I'm going to and just delete this power line. Not that I was specifically using the sign for that. That's actually a good spot for it, but... Might as well kill two birds, as they say. Let's put that there. Duplicate it and squish it into itself. There. So now our sign's two-sided. The Comfort Inn. Now we'll build one down at the road. walking to the Comfort Inn. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do a little landscaping. I think they might like some flowers around their sign. Maybe a little bit of decorative grass. Nah, we'll leave that. And they're gonna have a nice little tree-lined roadway. So we're gonna get prop line out. Good. Gonna have to delete that first one, it's blocking the sign. Don't think the manager would appreciate that. Probably fire his landscapers if they did that. Okay, we got some trees there. Get rid of that. Kind of like to define their property somehow, but I don't necessarily think that I want a fence around it. Can I do a hedge? Would that look weird? Oh, let's try it. Okay, that'll work. So start from here, we'll run across here. I'm not sold on it. But I'll leave it for the moment. Let's put some parking spots in. Some blue ones right here in the middle. Maybe an EV spot over in the corner here. I do love this mod that turns on snapping for these. And also, whichever one gave me the ability to undo placing them. And we're screaming about workers. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, we got a door on the side that needs a walkway. Can't have an emergency exit into the grass, can we? That there. Oh, wider than I wanted. So is that. think there's going to be one on this side. That's good. These are all just windows. We'll put a couple of trees in just to make the place look a little less empty. That's pretty good. That's good. I don't think that helped our commercial demand that we have at the moment, but I think that's a nice addition to our city. And this episode's starting to get a little bit long, so I think we'll probably call it here. As you can see, we still don't have a nightmare downtown anymore, which is great. Our demands are looking good, so it looks like we gotta grow a lot of residential again. So that'll probably be the goal next time. We got our farmland really starting to look good. I like that. I want to spread some on the other side of the bypass as well and just kind of wrap the city around it. And then I'm doing it mostly for the visuals, but it's gonna cause it's gonna use up a lot of industrial jobs, so kind of gotta do it piecemeal. However, I think we've been at this long enough. That's a good enough time to end. I hope you enjoyed, and I wasn't fighting with traffic for once. Thanks for watching.